Papoose is out here looking for a trick. And he got one. Yes, beautiful girl, beautiful, gorgeous girl. Y'all ain't gonna tell me Claressa ugly. I'm sorry, she's not. Shit. Don't care what 50 Cent got to say. At this point, the way 50 Cent running through women around here, I don't even think he really like women like that, in my opinion. Okay? Accused of doing some of the same things Diddy has been accused of, so I don't care. Everything but the baby one.
Y'all hold tight, because what I'm about to uncover is about to rattle your nerves and send shockwaves through the entire celebrity universe. Allegedly, Claressa Shields, the undefeated powerhouse the world applauds, has been hiding a shadow life no one anticipated. While the public crowned her as Papoose's unwavering, stand-by-your-man partner, behind sealed doors Claressa was allegedly tangled in a fiery, secret connection with her ex-fiancé, Tony Rich. And somehow it spirals even darker. Tasha K has reportedly unleashed the proof that sets everything on fire. We're talking about leaked recordings, confidential voice messages, and concealed conversations exposing every calculated, emotional, and jaw-dropping exchange between Claressa and Tony. According to Tasha K's livestream, Claressa and Tony were allegedly discovered inside an elite 5-star hotel suite, locked in both physical closeness and emotional intensity, embracing, kissing, and displaying a kind of intimacy that stops you cold. But that's only the beginning. The alleged evidence points to a scheme so ruthless, so unsettling, it shatters everything fans believed about Claressa and Papoose. Claressa and Tony allegedly conspired to exploit Papoose, his spotlight, his resources, and his connections for their own advantage, all while performing the image of a flawless relationship in public. At the same time, Papoose was reportedly involved with Techie, running his own silent storyline. Yet even he was unaware he was being deceived from every direction. Now the internet is in flames. The instant this material surfaced, Claressa allegedly completely unraveled, scrambling to erase traces, but the damage was already done. The receipts sat in Tasha K's possession, primed to detonate online. Papoose's response? Pure devastation and disbelief. And Remy, she showed zero mercy, openly ridiculing the situation and transforming this fallout into one of the loudest celebrity scandals of the year. This is allegedly a tale of secret identities, calculated moves, and total betrayal. It's so raw, so emotionally charged that viewers are guaranteed to be left speechless, shaken, and endlessly debating. Y'all, the turmoil, the heartbreak, and the drama that just erupted in the celebrity world are almost impossible to comprehend.
Every time you come up, mentions me, says anything, or do anything that I don't like, every time your current come up situation, I'ma drag you. And every time you bring your little girly self on here and saying something, I'ma drag you. Every time, Willie. I'm gonna drag you every time, Willie.
Willie. Because it was a few of y'all in my comments saying, Papoose name ain't Willie. It ain't Willie. He should go line again. It ain't Willie. Well, the reason people don't know his real name is because he goes by Papoose.
Strap in, because what's about to be uncovered isn't just shocking, it's the kind of revelation that flips reality on its head. Allegedly, Claressa Shields, the fearless champion so many people revere, has been leading a secret existence so volatile, so scandal-laced, it threatens to dismantle her entire public image. While fans watched her stand beside Papoose as his loyal, all-in partner, dominating timelines. And headlines as a flawless celebrity duo, behind the curtain Claressa was allegedly caught in a covert, emotionally charged, and deeply calculated relationship with her former fiancé, Tony Rich. And this goes far beyond rumor. Tasha K has allegedly released material that's already detonating across the internet, recorded calls, hushed voice memos, and private messages, so revealing they expose Claressa and Tony's connection in ways no one ever expected. According to Tasha K's incendiary podcast, Claressa and Tony were allegedly spotted inside an upscale 5-star hotel suite, wrapped together physically and emotionally in moments that feel unreal, embracing, kissing, and sharing intimacy meant to never see daylight. Allegedly, every moment was documented and later leaked, erasing any plausible deniability. But the most disturbing part isn't just the alleged affair. It's the strategy that reportedly unfolded behind Papoose's back. Claressa and Tony weren't only involved in secret, they were allegedly plotting to exploit Papoose himself, leveraging his fame, his reach, and even his finances for their own benefit. Each message, each recording, each exchange allegedly exposes a level of deliberate manipulation that completely rewrites the meaning of loyalty and love. The narrative sinks even deeper into darkness when reports suggest that Papoose, on his own path, was allegedly involved with Techie, quietly living a double life that eerily mirrored Claressa's hidden actions. Online, the couple projected perfection, smiling photos, affectionate captions, public devotion. But behind sealed doors, betrayal became the unspoken currency of their reality. Tasha K's podcast reportedly laid bare just how far both Claressa and Papoose were willing to go to mislead everyone around them. Allegedly, the tapes capture Claressa discussing plans to capitalize on Papoose's status and resources, mapping out ways to control outcomes in her favor while keeping Tony close, all while convincing the world she was unwaveringly committed to Papoose. When the leaks finally surfaced, Claressa allegedly erupted, scrambling to erase evidence and regain control. But the damage was irreversible. Tasha K reportedly had every receipt secured, each message, each voice clip, each intimate moment. There was no escape, and the revelations tore through the internet like wildfire. Fans were left reeling, struggling to process how someone so admired could allegedly sustain such a manipulative, secretive, and emotionally corrosive life. Meanwhile, Papoose was reportedly shattered, blindsided by the realization that the woman who publicly stood beside him had allegedly conspired with her ex-fiancé to exploit his influence and betray his trust on an almost unfathomable level. The fallout was absolute chaos. Social platforms erupted with arguments, memes, and non-stop commentary as fans, insiders, and influencers dissected every detail. Remy Ma reportedly entered the conversation, her response pouring gasoline on the flames. She allegedly mocked Papoose's unawareness, underscoring the brutal irony that someone once accused of manipulation now stood exposed as its victim. The collision of Claressa's alleged deception, Tony's role, and Papoose's devastation formed a storm of scandal, emotion, and controversy that has reportedly dominated celebrity discourse this year. Allegedly, the leaks reveal a world of parallel lives, strategic emotional games, and calculated exploitation. Claressa's image as a powerful, loyal, and principled figure reportedly collapses under the weight of these disclosures, unveiling a darker storyline driven by secrecy, ambition, and control. Every exposed whisper, every private exchange, every leaked moment allegedly confirms she was balancing two realities at once, curating a spotless public persona while advancing hidden motives. The consequences are staggering. The fighter celebrated by millions allegedly weaponized trust, affection, and perception for personal advantage, leaving Papoose stunned and emotionally wrecked. And because the revelation spread at viral speed, no one escapes the impact. Allegedly, millions have already reacted, reshared, and debated, transforming private turmoil into a global spectacle. Each new clip, each uncovered plan, deepens a web of betrayal so layered and intense it feels scripted for the screen. Allegedly, Tasha K's podcast didn't just expose infidelity, it exposed emotional chess, manipulation of celebrity power, and secrecy on a scale few could imagine. And for viewers, the reaction is pure disbelief, shock, and heartbreak. How does someone uphold such a polished public image while secretly orchestrating a life built on deception, betrayal, and calculated control? By the time, as this chapter of the saga unfolds, the internet is reportedly on fire. Viewers, timelines, and gossip hubs are tearing apart every leaked second, every whispered phrase from the audio, and every hidden exchange pulled into the light. Claressa's image, Papoose's faith, and Tony's role are all being dragged under a microscope. Allegedly, this isn't just another messy headline. It's a brutal exposure of celebrity double lives, where applause disguises deception and affection is twisted into a tool of control. The gravity, drama, and emotional force of it all reportedly make the story impossible to escape, leaving audiences stunned, unsettled, and waiting for the next shock. When the evidence hit online, the implosion was instant and uncontrollable, ripping through Claressa Shields' world and Papoose's reality in ways no one anticipated. Allegedly, the private recordings and sealed messages didn't merely confirm a hidden relationship. They outlined a blueprint of betrayal so deliberate it felt designed to devastate. Claressa, once celebrated for standing firmly beside Papoose, allegedly appeared in the audio quietly discussing how to maneuver his name and status, coordinating with Tony Rich behind his back while keeping a flawless image intact for public consumption. Every fragment of the leaks suggested the version fans adored was carefully staged, a polished mask concealing the emotional and physical bond she maintained with her former fiancé. Tasha K's podcast reportedly unraveled each receipt, replaying clips and reading messages that left listeners frozen. In the recordings, Claressa and Tony were allegedly heard joking about the power of Papoose's trust, mapping out ways to benefit from his reputation while making sure their manipulation remained invisible. At the same time, the intimate visuals described by witnesses conveyed a depth of connection between Claressa and Tony that words barely capture, moments that directly contradicted every curated post, every public declaration, every display of devotion shown to Papoose. Social media reportedly erupted, users replaying clips, dissecting screenshots, and circulating fragments as the scandal spread at lightning speed. Papoose's response, allegedly revealed through later commentary and reactions, was marked by disbelief and emotional collapse. For someone already entangled in his own complicated history, including a quiet connection with Techie, uncovering Claressa's alleged deception reportedly cut far deeper than expected. Fans described his pain as visible, sparking endless debate over whether the warning signs had been there all along. Remy Ma's public commentary escalated the chaos, reportedly ridiculing Papoose's misplaced trust while also condemning Claressa's emotional manipulation, turning the situation into a cultural flashpoint. Allegedly, Remy's remarks were both ruthless and viral, pointing out the bitter symmetry of Claressa allegedly playing the same psychological games Papoose himself had once been accused of. The emotional toll of the exposure reportedly sent Claressa into a public unraveling. Sources claimed she attempted to control the narrative, challenging Tasha K's credibility and suggesting the material was distorted or misleading. But by the time statements surfaced, the damage was irreversible. Online investigators compared timestamps to public appearances, cross-examined private words against public behavior, and scrutinized every detail. The storyline that emerged was reportedly undeniable. Claressa had been living two lives, one for the cameras, one in the shadows. And in that hidden world, she and Tony allegedly worked together to manipulate Papoose while maintaining the illusion of devotion. The fallout reportedly shattered fan perceptions, forcing audiences to question celebrity love, loyalty, and authenticity itself. Allegedly, each leaked clip, each hushed conversation, and each calculated message built a portrait of betrayal that unfolded like a slow, catastrophic collapse. The public watched, both horrified and transfixed, as Claressa's alleged behavior mirrored the very actions she had once condemned, layering the scandal with irony and emotional tension. Papoose, blindsided by the revelations, became both casualty and symbol, trust given freely and broken completely. While Claressa and Tony's alleged maneuvering became a lesson in ambition overpowering integrity, social media reacted with outrage, disbelief, and obsession, fueling the story even further. By the end of this phase, the leaked material had reportedly transformed a private situation into a viral spectacle. Viewers described emotional whiplash, shock, sadness, and a dark fascination with every new detail. Each element, from secret plotting to forbidden closeness, was replayed and re-examined, with speculation swirling about motives, consequences, and the long-term impact on Claressa's career, Papoose's image, and Tony Rich's role. Allegedly, the saga exposed the devastating gap between perception and reality, revealing how love, trust, and fame can be weaponized, leaving heartbreak and controversy behind. The scandal reportedly didn't end with the exposure of an affair. It allegedly revealed a repeating cycle of manipulation, betrayal, and double standards that cemented this as one of the most discussed celebrity controversies in recent memory. Hashtags surged, timelines flooded, and the names Claressa, Tony, and Papoose dominated conversations everywhere, with audiences captivated by the alleged deception and strategic games. Podcast clips, leaked messages, and private audio became fuel for commentary channels and fan breakdowns, pushing the narrative into full viral overdrive with no signs of slowing. Allegedly, as the story continued unfolding, the emotional strain on everyone involved became increasingly visible. Claressa's carefully built image reportedly collapsed under the weight of the disclosures. Papoose's heartbreak resonated widely, Tony Rich's role added yet another unsettling layer, and Remy Ma's ongoing reactions kept the controversy alive. Fans reportedly stayed locked in, arguing over blame, replaying every emotional beat, and dissecting each strategic move that had come to light. This alleged saga of ambition, betrayal, and fractured loyalty evolved into a cultural moment, stunning audiences and solidifying itself as one of the year's most intense celebrity scandals. The aftermath of the leaks didn't just surprise the public. It reportedly tore through Claressa Shields' life like an unstoppable storm. Allegedly, the tapes, chats, and voice notes exposed not only a hidden relationship with Tony Rich, but an intricate network of calculated moves concealed beneath a flawless celebrity image. Every hushed exchange, every carefully timed plan revealed Claressa's split reality, publicly standing beside Papoose, privately engineering betrayal and emotional mind games with Tony. Social media erupted as fans tore through each clip, replayed every second, and circulated screenshots of private conversations suggesting Claressa and Tony were actively plotting to capitalize on Papooses' fame and finances while keeping their image spotless. The narrative reportedly escalated when Papooses' heartbreak surfaced, injecting raw tragedy into an already volatile scandal. Allegedly blindsided by Claressa's deception, he faced a cruel twist of fate, betrayed in a manner eerily similar to how he had once been accused of navigating relationships through influence and power. The emotional impact reportedly left him frozen in disbelief, forcing the public to watch a once-assured figure unravel in real time. Meanwhile, Tony Rich's role intensified the firestorm, completing a triangle of secrecy, intimacy, and treachery that audiences couldn't stop dissecting. Remy Ma's commentary, sharp, sarcastic, and unfiltered, reportedly pushed the story into overdrive. She ridiculed the blind trust Papoose placed in Claressa while underscoring how Claressa allegedly mirrored the very manipulation he'd once been linked to. Her remarks split the internet into factions of outrage, denial, and dark fascination. Combined with leaked receipts and emotional fallout, the scandal reportedly solidified itself as one of the year's most explosive celebrity controversies, drawing millions eager to witness each new twist. Allegedly, the material released by Tasha K detailed Claressa and Tony's complex strategy, private moments of intimacy braided tightly with cold, deliberate plans to control outcomes. Listeners reportedly heard them discussing how to extract maximum benefit, shield their secret, and leverage Papooses' status for personal and financial advantage. What stunned audiences most was the precision of the planning, suggesting Claressa's public persona had been meticulously crafted to mask a hidden agenda. Fans reacted with disbelief, realizing the image of loyalty and devotion they admired was allegedly a performance concealing emotional manipulation. As more clips and messages surfaced, the intensity reportedly surged. Each reveal deepened the tragedy, unfolding a story of broken trust, parallel lives, and calculated deception that gripped viewers worldwide. Engagement skyrocketed as people replayed audio, analyzed text threads, and debated the motives behind Claressa's alleged choices. The scandal evolved into a textbook example of celebrity illusion, public praise versus private reality. Allegedly, the magnitude of betrayal was impossible to ignore, a figure celebrated by millions secretly executing a plan that left Papoose blindsided and devastated. This saga reportedly went far beyond infidelity. It exposed the destructive cost of ambition, secrecy, and emotional manipulation at the highest levels of fame. Claressa's carefully built reputation allegedly collapsed as the evidence portrayed a willingness to sacrifice trust and loyalty for personal gain. Papooses' pain became emblematic of what deception can do, while Tony Rich's involvement reinforced how calculated the betrayal truly was. Remy Ma's relentless commentary kept the narrative blazing, creating a perfect storm of viral discourse that left audiences emotionally shaken. By the time the scandal reached full saturation, the public was consumed. Every leaked exchange was dissected, every intimate moment debated, every possible outcome speculated. The fusion of raw emotion, strategic deceit, and forbidden intimacy reportedly made the story unavoidable across platforms. Allegedly, millions watched, shared, and reacted in real time, cementing it as one of the most talked about celebrity dramas in recent memory. When the noise finally settled, the damage lingered. Claressa Shields' alleged deception, Papooses' shattered trust, Tony Rich's complicity, and Remy Ma's viral takedowns combined into a saga that was emotionally brutal, relentlessly manipulative, and unforgettable. Viewers couldn't turn away, drawn into a narrative exposing the darker side of fame, the price of lies, and the consequences of living two lives behind curated perfection. Allegedly, this will be remembered as one of the most shocking, emotionally charged scandals of the year. And now the story hits its most volatile moment. Claressa Shields' secret involvement with Tony Rich, the hidden scheming, and the betrayal of Papoose are fully exposed, leaving heartbreak, outrage, and disbelief in their wake. The leaked tapes, messages, and voice notes didn't simply confirm an affair. They revealed a deliberate campaign of manipulation and emotional control, so intense it's rattling the foundation of celebrity trust. Fans are stunned, replaying every second, scrutinizing every whisper, and flooding timelines as the scandal spreads uncontrollably. Social media is in frenzy. The conversation won't stop. The irony cuts deep. Papoose, no stranger to complicated dynamics, now confronts the devastating reality of being used in ways he never imagined. His pain feels raw and unmistakably human, exposing vulnerability beneath the spotlight. Remy Ma's reactions pour gasoline on the fire, transforming tragedy into spectacle with every unfiltered post. Each reaction amplifies the chaos, creating a storm of emotion that refuses to fade. Claressa's alleged double life, Tony's role, and Papooses' shock collide into a narrative that is devastating, sensational, and impossible to ignore. This isn't just gossip. It's a cautionary tale about how secrecy, ambition, and manipulation can obliterate trust and reputation in an instant. For those watching, it's a warning and a spectacle rolled into one. The leaks demand attention. So ask yourself, what happens when everything you believed was a lie? Stay locked in, because this story isn't finished. More revelations are coming. More twists. More heartbreak. Keep watching. Keep questioning. Because when the truth finally lands, nothing looks the same again. Millions are watching. Millions are reacting. And this saga is far from over. Don't blink. This is the scandal defining the moment, and you're watching it unfold.